Y'all, Kelly Whitney here with another thing that older black women should tell younger black women but don't. I got a surefire way for you to tell whether or not somebody is your friend. And this is versatile. This strategy works if you want to assess whether or not a family member is in your corner, co-worker, anybody. This little hack right here will give you a solid foundation upon which to build your case to either amend the relationship or remove the relationship. You will know that somebody is not for you if they ever try to make you feel bad for being yourself. Let me tell you a story. There was this girl that I knew from the streets. Now, when I say from the streets, I'm talking about when I was in my 20s, because I was in the streets. I kicked it. I wasn't on the list. I was the list. I was that girl that people was like, oh, that girl's here, this party gonna be lit. I know. Not because I was a fabulous dancer or, anything like that. I just don't go anywhere to have a bad time. And I insist that everyone around me kick it too. And I'm firm on that. You see what I'm saying? So we weren't introduced, we just kept seeing each other at parties and became friends like that. Or so I thought. Now, eventually, I realized that she kept explaining me to people. I had this purple vintage dress. I wonder what happened to that dress. Anyway, it was like a royal purple. It was beautiful. It had to be from the 70s. Thick material, ruching everywhere. And it had this diamante shape over the middle. This was when the belly was snatched. The beads and the diamond were on a gradient, and the sleeves were like a shell. The skirt was midi. This was before midi was a thing. But anyway, we went out somewhere. We get there and somebody compliments me on my dress. And I said, oh, thank you. Hey, this bitch go, oh yeah, Kel's so stylish. She's always got these really outlandish outfits on. I didn't say shit. But later, I said, let me holler at you for a minute. I took her outside. I snapped. I read that whole for filth. See, this was before I had done a lot of work on myself. You see what I'm saying? So the temper was still quite hot at that time. I said, bitch, you don't need to explain me to nobody. If anything requires an explanation, it's your motherfucking attitude. If somebody wants to compliment me, then somebody wants to compliment me. As my friend, you should be happy that my glow extends to your bumpkin country ass. I'm sure I said some other things, but that's, a rough estimation of how the conversation went. We didn't talk for many, 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 many years. I said all that to say this. I had a feeling of ick around that person far before I actually took the step to address it. Meaning, I continued to be in that person's presence, even though I felt weird about her. If you feel weird about somebody, trust your gut. Your gut is telling you that bitch can't be trusted. That family member has an agenda. That coworker is on some hoe shit. Don't trust her because she's probably doing X, Y, and Z behind your back. Trust your gut. If you get that feeling of ick about somebody, that shit is telling you to give that person 50 feet. That shit is telling you, smile at that person and don't give them any information. None, not any. And don't let anything slide with anybody. See, what you have to learn how to do, and this is something that older black women don't often tell younger black women, you have to learn how to check people in a very humorous and elegant way. And by check them, I mean essentially what you're saying is, fuck you, bitch. But you gotta say it in a ladylike way. You can't allow people to take you out of your character. Now, every situation is different, and this is a skill that you're going to have to hone on your own because there are no standard responses. Now, there's a few that I can offer that will work in a pinch. For instance, I'm sure you mean well. Aren't you funny? Anyway, those will work in a pinch. But yeah, if you get a feeling of ick around somebody, that's not your person. Family, friend, coworker, dog catcher, clerk at the store, I don't care. People give off a certain scent. Like dogs and babies can identify good people. Be like a baby or a dog. People give off energy. Your body knows sometimes before your mind does because you can trick somebody's mind. It's difficult to trick the body. So when your gut is telling you, believe it, that person's not right. Family, friend, whatever, 50 feet. Because they're going to cause problems for you. And even if they don't have the balls to cause any problems for you, they make you feel bad. That's enough for you to get rid of them. So that's another thing that older black women will not usually tell younger black women, but should. And I think the reason that they don't tell them is because they haven't done that. They've allowed trifling, skanky ass bitches to remain in their company for whatever reason. Maybe the person gives the facsimile of friendship. And if you don't actually know what friendship is, you will think that is sufficient. It's not. Just a little tip from me to you. I hope y'all come back for the next video.